Now, who are the professionals? And I can, like, flat out come out and tell you that if anybody's talking about a professional, I know what a professional is because I am one, right? A professional normally has to go to school. They have to go through some type of core curriculum. Like, I am a professional engineer. So they made me take a whole curriculum of, quote, facts, equations, etc. And then I had to pass all those classes. And then they gave me the first exam that I had to show that I actually learned all these things in school. And then I had to go out and get experience, right? Which they, quote, identified as the minimal experience required to become a professional. And if I passed that minimum experience, and there are many people who are willing to vouch for me that I was, quote, getting that experience, then I took another exam. And if I passed that exam, I became a professional engineer. So it took some type of core education. It took a minimum level of experience, and then it took passing, quote, these certification exams to make sure that I am a professional engineer. And this is what made me a professional. Well, lo and behold, probably being a disruptive person when I didn't understand what was going on, and I even going through school, I was, quote, disruptive in many ways. The first way I became disruptive is I wanted to know why I had to learn what I was learning. I wanted to know, why were we doing it this way? And everybody told me, because over the years of the industry, professionals, this is the right way to do things. So I was always asking questions. My next question was, if I'm going to be a professional, shouldn't I understand things simply? Like, quote, if I was a professional, why would I have to manage, direct, and control other people? Why couldn't I just hire another professional who knew what to do? And I realized that this whole structure of professionalism couldn't tell the difference. I realized that as a professional engineer, and I was looking at another professional engineer, I had no way to know that he was actually a good professional engineer or an expert professional engineer. And so I started asking him questions like, what do you know? And how do you know that? And make it simple so I can tell that you're a professional. And so in that way, I became a disruptive person because everybody was offended by my asking them questions of why they were a professional. But I truly wanted to know that because I wanted to be a, quote, expert professional. But I realized that their whole structure couldn't tell the difference. It couldn't tell the difference between a really good professional and a professional that wasn't that good. It couldn't tell the difference between a professional who, by observation, heard a problem and said, this is what it is, this is the way it should be solved, and this is why, in a very simple manner, and another professional who couldn't do that. It couldn't tell the difference. And this really disturbed me. And this is why in every professional group, because it can't tell the difference, they start using minimum standards. And then I found out how they determine these minimum standards, that they get together in a group and they would think about this and they would collaborate, and they would make a group decision on what this should be. And when people start doing this, and a true expert comes along, the system of professionals cannot accept and utilize that expertise, because that structure of professionalism cannot tell the difference. And I'm going to give you an excellent example of this. So basically, as we become professionals, we try to solve complexity with analysis, try to get as much information as we can, and make decisions. This type of structure becomes very challenged when there is an expert who by observation can see into the future. By observation, with minimal thinking and minimal decision making, knows exactly what's going to transpire before it actually transpires.